Hello, dear friends. My name is Vadim. I haven't been on the air for a long time. Earlier, if you remember, we had a very intensive trading program. We learned to trade futures, exchange traded funds, spot, and manage deposits and capital. There was a very extensive program on working with cryptocurrencies. After that, I got involved with Web3. I was organizing and creating decentralized communities. In general, all this time I was still in crypto, even though I wasn't on YouTube. And currently, I would like to continue my blog and have promised for a long time to start small, so to speak, and share the results of trading with a bot. I currently trade in only one way, Kopauleli solely algorithmic trading using the MoonTrader terminal. If it weren't for it, I don't know what I would be doing. I probably wouldn't believe it's possible to trade crypto profitably over distance if it weren't for this terminal. I also want to say that I have now created my website, My Profit Today, and here I plan to post some reports, statistics, and essentially only the most necessary information. And I also kindly ask you to sign up using my referral link, register on the exchange, because right now it's very important for me to participate in events from crypto exchanges to create a strong infrastructure that I will pass on to you in the future. All the people who register using my referral link will receive the algorithms for free. I have decided it will always be this way, so it's a very good incentive. I believe this is quite a compelling argument and a very nice gift. What is MoonTrader? MoonTrader is an algorithmic trading terminal. The guys made it a long time ago. The developers are Russian. MoonTrader is constantly updated. MoonTrader mainly offers users algorithmic trading and scalping. Of course, there are people who trade manually in this terminal, but to be honest, I have made my decision. I've already worked out the types and options for trading, and there are strategies that I tested a long time ago, and now I'm ready to share the results with you. You can read about what MoonTrader is on the MoonTrader terminal website. I have already developed algorithms for it, and I am ready to share them with you. MoonTrader is a very interesting terminal. I recommend you get acquainted with this site. Moving on to the trading section. I have one account split. It is divided into 5 sub-accounts, specifically set up for demonstrating my trading, for monthly results presentation. That is, I did this especially for the subscribers. I did this a month ago. I deposited small amounts of money to show the statistics of how my algorithms perform. It is impossible to delete the statistics here. The statistics are transparent. And I will now talk about each sub-account individually, what it showed for June 2025. So let's start with the first sub-account. The standard MoonTrader panel looks like this. It looks like this, sorry. I haven't recorded a video in a long time, so I won't try to do anything particularly high quality. I'll just show it as it is. At this stage, I have algorithms here that are already developed, and last month, accordingly, I had almost one strategy enabled on all my sub-accounts. Vitaly Nikolaev, this is a short strategy, and you can see the results here. On the first sub-account, we see a negative trend. We see that we have a negative PNLs of -2% on the deposit. These in fact were long distances. Here I made adjustments. I switched between long algorithms, then to short ones, then one long one again, and then short. There were very few operations for this algorithm because accordingly there is a very large distance between the price and the order. I can show how it looks. It looks like this. Right now, I have the short algorithm turned on. Accordingly, our order is tracking the price. Our order constantly follows the price. This is the distance I set, and the settings such as stop loss, Take profit, buffer, and everything else are precisely embedded in the algorithm's parameters. That's what I'm willing to share. Actually, for the first account, the results are as follows. Minus 2%, and we have 40 orders here, constantly following the price on futures pairs. Let's move on to the second account. And here the result is already a bit better. Our result here is 0. Well, 0 is not negative, it's already not bad. From all the trades, I can say that both long and short distances were included. I still think that long distances last month did not perform very well, such as 5% pushes or just shorts, as it's called in Montego. Accordingly, in the second account, our P&L is 0. One could say that we didn't earn anything. Using today's trade as an example, I can say today, the 1st of July, the coin, the wormhole coin, W, just executing a short. There it is. This is how a trade happens, instant opening and instant closing. That is, at the moment of opening the trade, 15:55:48. The moment of closing the trade is 16:01. Well, actually there are trades much faster, which close in fractions of a second. This trade is long. Let's move on to the third account. Here, the statistics are more interesting. On the third account, we were working with short distances. There were both minuses and pluses. There are always minuses and pluses, but the pluses always outweigh the minuses. So even if my algorithms are in the negative, I don't turn them off. I know for sure they will rebound. In principle, I haven't opened any of these sub-accounts even once this month. I set them up specifically for tests, and I just haven't touched them. 10% to the deposit is already a somewhat positive result, quite good indeed. Steadily doing nothing, just enabling the algorithm 10% to the deposit in a month. Let's move on to the next fourth account. Here the story is roughly the same as in the previous one, just with a bit less profitability. A mix of both short and long distances was also used, and 2.5% and 4.5%. Initially there were 2 long trades, but then I turned them all off and switched to short. Accordingly, I am simply expecting a growing market in the current realities, and if the current market starts to rise, then the short algorithms will perform well. The short algorithms are set up very well for me, so I'm not worried about them at all. I know that this month's result is not super amazing, but I am certain that when the growth starts, the result will be much better. This is our fourth sub-account. The profit is a little less than the previous one, but still better than nothing, or just losing the deposit when trading futures manually. Let's move to the fifth sub-account. Lastly, here the statistics were more positive last month. Last month we had 16% deposit ROI. This is more interesting. Usually, here's how all the statistics look for previous months. That is, this number of transactions is much more than the previous ones. And accordingly, that's also the number of trades, some in the red, some in the black. But overall, this results in a positive trend. Here, we achieved 16% on the previous one, 6% on the one before that, 10%, and the first two are at 0. We can say that we are steadily moving into the positive, and this month was positive. I will not show, as a matter of fact, any significant numbers on GDEMO accounts. So I just want to show how it works. Here is the MoonTrader terminal. It displays everything completely. It has a very convenient panel with all your coins, all your orders, trades, position. Also, you can check, apply filters right here. algorithms that are enabled, which you are testing. Live market is very convenient. You can immediately understand what's happening in the market, where to look, where there is movement. For example, we can open a 15-minute delta and see which coin has increased the most in the last 15 minutes. And of course, there are just a huge number of such features in this terminal, just a million. Guys, this is my first video. I don't want to make it long. I just want to show you the statistics and not prove that I'm the coolest. There are other bloggers for that who love to advertise and promote themselves. My task is simply to show the results of my trading. If anyone is interested in what this is and how it works, I am ready to just have a chat, share, and be ready to help. I have nothing more to tell you. We await the next reports. And of course, wishing you good trades. We'll keep in touch. Bye.